Just because you are in the middle of a conversation does not mean that the responses have to come immediately. Hey guys, this is Matt, and it's Mind Strength episode 14. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about something this week that I had to kind of work through and learn my ways through. It is okay to say that you don't know in a question or a situation, and it is okay for you to say that you need to take time to think through that option. So in my scenario, I was asked a question kind of on the fly in the middle of some other things that were going on, and instead of taking the time to really analyze my answer, maybe put some thought into what I was going to do about this important situation, I just off the fly gave an answer. And I realized about myself that was because I didn't take the time to sort of think out, and I had this sense of urgency in my mind. This sense of urgency, like that as soon as someone had asked me the question, I needed to give them a response within a general conversation, unspoken rule time manner. I don't think that I gave the correct answer at the time, and later on it caused trouble that I had to resolve and had to give more thought to my answer, and in turn it actually changed the outcome of my answer. So my point for this video that I wanted to discuss was to allow yourself to contemplate what answer you're going to give. Allow yourself that time to think about the words that are going to come out of your mouth, and think about how the repercussions of what your choice for what you say is going to affect your life. Just because you are in the middle of a conversation does not mean that the responses have to come immediately. You are allowed to say that you need time to think on it, or that you don't know. The truth of it is, though, is that words generally will cause actions, and if you don't think about those actions, you may not understand the full repercussions of what you are getting yourself into when you answer. So I would suggest allowing yourself that time to think, process what you're going to say. If you have to let the other party know that you give the response, I honestly don't know right now, I'll get back to you, or let me think on it, or give me a minute, something like that as an example. Use those as kind of tools in your conversation to allot you that time to think about what response you're going to give, so that you don't end up in a negative consequence that you didn't intend to be in. On these thoughts as well, in conversation, think about the words that you are saying. Words in general carry meaning. So if you give an answer or say a sentence or anything that you do not intend because you didn't put the thought behind it before you spoke it, then you could end up in a situation you don't want to be in. So allot yourself that time, take some time back from your words, and think about what you intend to say, and give thought as well to the subsequent consequences that are going to be coming from the words, positive or negative. Just think about that impact that you are laying out with your words in your conversations before you speak them. And with that, stay strong.